Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I have an awesome story for us on today. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to come on for story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited. Today's book we are going to be reading is, we have a new book, The Ant and the Grasshopper. The Ant and the Grasshopper is our new book today for story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited to be reading you a story on today. And guess what? Guess what today's color is? Today's color is going to be the color green. Lime green is our color on today. And this is the shape of an octagon. And our other lime green color card is a circle. Well, I'm just going to go ahead on and get started. I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. And guess what? Our Muppet guest friend on today is going to be, he is a male, he's a he, and he is wearing the color green. You go see this person when you're not feeling well. And it is going to be Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is our Muppet guest friend on today with our color green card. Dr. Phil is our guest Muppet on today. I'm so excited. And don't forget, today's story we're reading is The Ant and the Grasshopper. I'd like to give special shout outs to those of you that are celebrating your birthday in this month of October. Happy birthday, Shakana. Shakana is going to be celebrating her birthday on the 24th. Happy birthday, Shakana. I hope you have a blast for your special day. And also a special shout out to all of our new followers. Hello and welcome, excuse me, to Story Time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited to be reading you your first live story on today. And as of today, we have 1,376 followers. 1,376 followers. I'm so excited on today. If it hadn't been for you guys, guess what? There would be no story time. So I'm so excited and I'm so grateful for all of you on today that are following story time. Shout outs to POCC family, Pastor Nina Lady, Washington Beach Ray, Brother Artist. Hello guys, hope you guys are having an awesome day. Lakeisha, Harmony, Tanelia, how are you on today? Champagne, Martell, Alexei, and Zenaya, Samario, Savrock, how are you guys on today? J. Marie, Skylar, Boss, hello Boss, how are you? Hello BJ, hello So. Hello, Kaden. Hello, Kaden. Hello, Seppi. Hello, Ari. How are you on today? I hope all of you guys are having an awesome day on today. I'm so excited. Well, guess what? Let's just go ahead and get started. Get ready to do that story time song. Remember, guys. Hello, Rose. Hello, Nisha. Remember, when we're doing that story time song, what are we supposed to be doing? When we do that story time song, make sure you are practicing safety first. I don't want you guys injuring yourself, because I know that story time song really gets us moving. There it goes. I love that song. Story time. It's story time. I love that song. It's story time, guys, and I'm so excited to be reading you a story. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. I love it. I love it. Tell you all just what to do. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time with Miss. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Wow, you guys were awesome. I heard you singing so loud. I enjoyed you guys singing. Well, let me take a sip. Go ahead on and have a seat while Miss Doris read you an awesome story on today. The Ant and the Grasshopper. And this is a little classic book. Little classic paperback book. Shall I read to you? Just what to do. Turn the music down just a tad bit. The Ant and the Grasshopper. There was once a very lazy grasshopper named Gail. At the very first hint of spring, when the ground had scarcely thawed and the buds on the trees had barely blossomed, Gail spent her days lounging in the sweet grass and singing to her heart's content. Unlike Gail, her neighbor, Mimi, the ant was very hardworking. As soon as the cold winter months were behind them, Mimi wasted no time preparing her home and collecting provisions for the upcoming winter. Every day, Gail watched Mimi busily bustle about. Not a moment was wasted, and there seemed to be no end to Mimi's hard work. Gail felt tired just watching her. She didn't understand why Mimi spent all her time preparing for the winter to come. Each day was filled with beautiful, warm, sunny weather. After all, summer was only about 3 months, and every moment should be enjoyed. One day, Gail invited Mimi to come and sing along with her. "I don't have time for that," replied Mimi. "I have chores to finish before next winter arrives." "Why worry about all of that now? Summer has only just begun," said Gail. "You won't be thinking that when the cold weather returns," retorted Mimi. And with that, Mimi returned to her chores. Gail paid no attention. Mimi worked way too hard and was no fun at all. She probably didn't even know how to have fun. One day she's going to wake up and see that life has passed her by, thought Gail. Look at the beautiful pink colors. That night, Gail went home and continued to sing. She sang so loudly that Mimi couldn't sleep. That pesky grasshopper is going to regret all that singing, Mimi grumbled to herself as she hid her head under her pillow. There goes Mimi. She doesn't want to hear her singing. There's Gail. That one is Gail. This one is Mimi. Story time with Mr. The days passed. Summer was now coming to an end, and the grasshopper hadn't collected any provisions One morning, Gail finally decided to collect a few fresh leaves. Along the way, she ran into Mimi, who was collecting fruit in her wheelbarrow. Mimi looked very, very, very tired. Story time with... Why, Mimi, said Gail. You look totally exhausted. I think you've worked too hard. Ha, huffed Mimi. If I look tired, it's because my grasshopper neighbor ruins my sleep every night with her terrible, terrible, loud singing. Then Mimi picked up the handles of her wheelbarrow and continued on her way. Story time. There's Mimi and Gail. Gail shrugged her shoulders and continued to collect leaves. Soon her stomach started to grumble. She looked at her harvest and her mouth watered. I should eat some of this right now while it's fresh, she decided. If I run out, I can easily collect more tomorrow. With that, Gail hungrily wolfed down the leaves until there was nothing left. The next day, the sun shone so brightly that Gail decided to spend the day singing in the field instead of collecting leaves. I'll do it tomorrow, she reasoned. Summer is coming to an end, but I still have lots and lots of time. Hello and welcome to Storytime. Today's book we're reading is The Ant and the Grasshopper. Today's color is the color green. And our Muppet guest friend is Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is our Muppet guest friend on today. Each day that passed was a bit cooler than the day before, and Gail still hadn't collected any provisions. The trees had lost almost all of their leaves. Winter wasn't far off now. Mimi, who had finished harvesting her provisions and preparing for the cold winter months, peered out of her cottage window and saw her neighbor singing away. What a pest, thought Mimi. She better not count on me for any charity this winter. There's Mimi. She doesn't want to help Gail out this winter. She did no provisions. One morning, Gail awoke, shivering, covered in a blanket of snow. She sat up with a start. Oh no, she panicked. I sang so much that I didn't notice the time, and now winter is here and I have nothing to eat. The grasshopper tramped through the deep snow with difficulty, a harsh wind blew around her, and she had trouble going anywhere. Suddenly, she spotted a single leaf dangling from a tree branch. Just as she was about to reach the leaf, it was whisked away by a gust of wind. I'm so hungry, she yelled. She wailed. Oh, it's okay, Gail. It's gonna be okay. You'll see. Story time. Desperate, Gail continued along her way in search of shelter. Soon she come upon the Ants Cottage. I can ask Mimi to lend me some food until the spring, Gail thought. I'm sure she won't say no. Gail peered through Mimi's cottage window and saw Mimi and her family enjoying a hearty meal. The table was covered with most delicious-looking feast. There were no leaves galore. Hopefully Mimi is going to share with Gail. There she goes, looking through the window. It's okay, Gail. I hope she shares with you. The grasshopper knocked on the door. She would give anything for a little piece of leaf, but Gail was so cold that she fainted and collapsed on the doorsteps. When Mimi answered the door, she found Gail in a heap on the doorstep. She hesitated for a moment. She got what she deserved, thought the ant, but still, I can't leave her out in the cold. With her family's help, Mimi brought Gail into the house and laid her in front of the fireplace to warm up. Mimi brought Gail. They were really in front of the fireplace to warm up. Soon Gail woke up and the ants offered her a bowl of hot soup to get her back on her feet. I'm so glad they shared. I'm so glad Mimi had a heart to share with Gail. Please, Mimi, begged the grasshopper, don't send me out there. You were right. I was very, very wrong. I wasted my time foolishly all summer instead of harvesting provisions as I should have. Mimi looked at Gail and said, in a very, very serious tone, only those who have worked hard deserve to share the harvest. Gail sadly and slowly made her way to the cottage door. You sang all summer, added the ant. Why don't you spend your winter dancing? Maybe that way you can entertain my family and me, and that would be your contribution. Wow, that was really, really nice of her. She can entertain them like a job, and then they would give her food. A smile spread across Gail's face. She thanked her neighbor and began to sing and dance right away. Mimi and her family joined in. Gail was very, very grateful for Mimi's kindness. She had helped her despite the grasshopper's laziness and lack of organization. Gail spent the winter entertaining the ants in their cottage. And then, once again, spring arrived and Gail joined Mimi in the meadow. She built her very, very own wheelbarrow with leaves and blades of grass and set to work gathering provisions for the following winter. She had learned her lesson and the importance of planning ahead. After all, nothing was stopping her from singing while she worked. So she can sing and work at the same time. Now she's multitasking. She's doing more than one thing at a time. As for Mimi, the past winter with Gail had shown her the value and importance of having fun. Don't think for a second that she didn't work as hard now. In fact, she worked even harder than ever. But every now and then, she would pause, and the ant and the grasshopper will sing their hearts out together. The end. What an awesome, awesome story. But guess what? At the end of the story, Mimi and Gail became good friends. And I'm so grateful Mimi shared with Gail, because she sang the whole summer. She had no provisions to prepare for the weekend. But Mimi and her family was a blessing to her. You guys were awesome. I enjoyed reading you an awesome story on today. Remember, if you're not feeling well, always let someone know, mom, dad, nana, or papa, that you're not feeling well. And guess what? They would take really good care of you. Hello, so. I miss you, so. How are you? How are you on today, Miss Ebony? You guys not feeling well? Always let your parents know or someone know that you're not feeling well. And when you're about to play, or when you're done playing with your favorite toy, or having some ice cream or some popcorn, some good snacks, make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands. We don't want you guys getting sick at all. We know the weather is changing, but we want you guys well at all times. And remember, when you're out in public, make sure when your mom and dad gives you your mask to put on, make sure you are wearing your mask. Don't take your mask off, guys, unless someone tells you to. I enjoyed you guys on today. Well, as we always say at the end of our story time, if you're not smiling on today's book was The Ant and the Grasshopper, and the color cards was the color green on today. So we have the green circle and the green octagon. And our Muppet guest friend was Dr. Phil, and he is wearing the color green as well. So remember, if you're not smiling on today, I hope once you see Mr. Phil smile and Miss Doris at Storytime smile, that you are smiling on today. Don't forget, share Storytime videos with your family and friends. Take care. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to smile.